What's going on, guys? It's been a while. It's been a while. Last video I did on YouTube was just right before the Taiwan Pro, December 2024. I'm gonna keep this real short, like just giving you guys a little life update for those who been watching my video and support. Right now we're getting breakfast in. We're getting some breakfast in. So we're actually we actually I tend to do this a lot. Like right before the show, I jump back on YouTube, jump back on social media, and honestly, I don't think I really put enough effort into maintaining my YouTube channel. The reason for that is just especially this last year. I'm gonna keep this real short, but especially this last year, my life changed quite a bit. I've been through a lot, both in good ways and in negative ways, but we focus on the positive. As a business owner, I don't put that on social media too much, but I actually run a couple of different businesses. And I'm pretty excited to be potentially sharing that part of my life with you guys. Because there are a lot of bodybuilders out there um, who probably, or especially for guys who are just starting out to, inspired to be a professional bodybuilder. A lot of them, they have this fantasy and thing like, oh, once I turn pro, life will be good, money will come in, and you know, all that fantasy. Like if you do not have a job, you do not have a source of income, you can't bodybuild. Bodybuilding is expensive, uh, regardless of food, or supplements and gyms. Everything's money. So like, if you're a bodybuilder and you do not look at that aspect, look at that variable of your life, you're missing out. So I'm excited to be sharing a little bit, and honestly, like my motivation to become a better entrepreneur is not because of bodybuilding. Since a very young age, I've been very very business minded person, and honestly, I'm very grateful to say this past year, although there's a lot of ups and downs in my on that side of things, as being a business owner, things has been doing all right. Like, in the beginning of last year, it was very tough, um, um, and now we're starting to see a light through the tunnel. For those who don't know, I actually do a few things. I'm a gym owner. I own a gym called Fit Culture. We're located in Hong Kong, in Central. Originally, we were located in Foshan, which is like kind of like a suburb area of Hong Kong. And now we've moved to Central for 2 years now. So that's one side of my business. The other side, I actually sell gym equipment. And I'm proud to say I'm the distributor. Well, my company is called Fit Equip Hong Kong, and I'm really proud to say we're the exclusive distributor for a lot of the big brands right now. So, New Tech, Panada, and we're actually representing Rogers, the apps company, and there are two more brands that I'm not gonna put it on here yet, but we are in the process, and actually we're in the very last stage of closing a deal with them. We're going to be signing um, two more brands into our company. So very exciting times, very busy times. But yeah, this video, I still want to, this YouTube channel, I want to provide different type of content, and sharing that part of my life with you guys would be something that I want to do on my YouTube. Uh, but also being a bodybuilder, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. I actually recently competed at the Hong Kong Pro. I'm gonna try and throw some footages right here. You know, as I, uh, if you follow me on social media, I had to deal with, quite a bit of hiccups going into that show. The struggle of making weight. So this past year I've grew a lot. Working with Stefan. I would say in the same time frame, like let's say when I was 2 weeks out from the Hong Kong show and 2 weeks out last year, and I was probably like 6 kilo or 5 kilo heavier. So making weight this year was a bit of a struggle. Uh, but the biggest part of the struggle was not like a hunger and all that stuff. Like it was the stress running my business alongside with competing. And actually, on the day of the show, like on the same event, I was actually managing, a pretty big booth that we had to do, and there was a lot of like, I'm not going to go into that on social media, but then it was a lot of stress that I had to deal with before the show. So I really did not enjoy doing that show, although, like competing at home, having people around me, having my team, the New Tech team, captain of New Tech, you guys know him, was here to support. The rest of my team, we had like 10, 15 people from my team coming here to support me. Managing the booth on the weekend and being there, being present, representing New Tech, representing Fit Equip. It was all great, man. So I don't regret doing that show, but then it's time to move on from that. Like talking about it makes me feel emotional, but that was my. I'm not actually no. I'm not going to talk about this here. But anyway, so stay tuned for the next video. But I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do next. But right now we're actually very close to the show. I'm not going to tell you which show. Well, actually no. I'm going to tell you which show. Originally I was going to compete in the Tournament of Champion in the US, but then because there was a typhoon that hit Hong Kong and then I couldn't fly out, and originally the plan was to do 2 US shows, but that had to be called off because of all the uncertainties with the weather. I couldn't fly out on time to make the registration, and the second show was quite far away from Vegas, which I have to be in Vegas by the 6th or 7th to work with New Tech for the Olympia. So plans change. I'm actually doing a show in the Asia region. Probably going to be the last one in the Asia region, because next year I plan to probably do more shows in the US or potentially in Europe, so I could see Stefan in person. But yeah, so next show would be in Asia. Right now we're actually peak week, 7 days out. As you can see, I was showing you guys, like I actually had to deal with quite a bit of injuries. They're not from training. I basically twisted my ankle during the typhoon, and then it fucked up, bro. It's completely swollen right now. But as you guys can see, I was still doing my cardio, still getting my meals in, still going through the struggle, and that's it, man. I mean, look, this is a little live update for you guys since the Taiwan Pro, and definitely follow my Instagram. I'm gonna put my handle right here. If you follow me on Instagram, you see a lot more live updates. So yeah, 7 days out. We trained legs yesterday. Today is going to be some shoulders. I'm going to try and catch some footage, but the main point of this video is just to catch up with you guys and show you guys a little bit of my meals, which is really fucking boring right now. It's not a lot of food. So meal one, we have 2 whole eggs, 240 grams of egg whites. We have 50 grams of oats with a ton of cinnamon, with 50 grams of berries and 10 grams of almond butter. So not a lot here compared to my usual diet, but still not really low carbs, you know what I mean? I've been lower. Yeah, so today's gonna be a full day of eating, a little bit live update, and showing you guys a little bit of training, and that's it. So catch you guys later. Okay, bro, what are you eating?
What is that?
No, that's too salty. What meal is this? Are you having lunch? Let me second lunch. Baby, that's not soup. It's not soup, what? That's too much salt. So we just came back home from lunch with my son. I just want to show you guys how fucking swollen my ankle is. Look at that. Oh man. Can you see that? Whole feet swollen. That's what we're dealing with. Like I said, full day of eating. I'm in pain, but I'm still gonna try and commit to this. Let me just go grab my meal from the microwave. Oh, man, I'm in so much pain. So I'm gonna show you guys meal 2. One sec, it's in the microwave. Right here is a 180 gram of tilapia, 150 gram of white rice, and 150 gram white rice, and 100 grams of choy sum, just a Chinese vegetable. So this is meal 2. We have one more meal to go before we go and train. My ankle is absolutely fucked. I'm gonna have to ice it, just chill out, lay down, do some work in bed, and take a nap maybe. I'm absolutely exhausted. I only went out for like maybe a couple of hours and I'm dead. I had to come home. Originally I had something planned to do. I couldn't stay outside, man. Like it was really hot today and I just felt horrible. So here we have it. That's meal 2. See you guys next meal. Okay, so we are cooking up a pre-workout meal. So in here there's 80 grams of the best cream of rice on the market. I've been taking this cream of rice for years now. It digests the best, the flavor is amazing. My favorite flavor is probably the chocolate hazelnut. So in here there's 80 grams of cream of rice, but we're not going to drink it. The way I like to make this is to measure it in the shaker, and then what I would do is to what I typically like to do is to mix it in the shaker. Oops. Alright, and then we'll pour it out on here, right? And then we're gonna, oh shit, alright, still some left in there. We're gonna pour it out and then we're gonna put it in the microwave. For that, we're gonna add 2 grams of salt in that meal as well. This is how I measure my salt. We'll put it out on here and I'll grind it until it reaches 2 grams. Alright, I'm gonna try and show you guys. I don't even know if this is zooming into my face. Alright, I don't know if you can see this. It's about 2. Yeah. Let me show you guys. Come out to be 2 grams. So I have it on here. Okay. You take a spoon and stir up a little bit. Then I'm gonna put it in the microwave. I'm gonna put it in the microwave for about maybe, ooh, gotta be careful. Roughly about 2 minutes. Oh no, let's do 3. We're gonna microwave for a minute and then we're gonna like stir it up and see how it looks. I'll show you the final product. Right, this is not done yet. Oh my god, it smells so good. Alright, this is not done yet, but like I've stirred it up once. I've stirred it once already before I get this video on. This is about, let's say about 70%. you got to stir up a little bit more. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm fucking starving. Like, you know, if I were to just, you know, like cook it the regular way, like the volume wouldn't be as much. So what I like to do is just keep stirring, microwaving it, stirring it, and just to make it a little bit more. So I'm going to show you the final product. Righto, so after a couple more minutes in the microwave, here's how it looks. And this is 80 grams of Trained by JP cream of rice. I forgot to mention earlier, the reason why I put salt in before I put it in the microwave is actually what I don't know the scientific reason behind it, but like the salt actually helps to expand the cream of rice a little bit. So like you get that a little bit thicker consistency, even though I've put in about, I think I put in about 600 mils of water in the 80 gram cream of rice, which is a lot. Like you could make it with like 150 gram of water if you want. I just like it fluffy and like, you know, a little bit larger in volume because I'm starving. 50 gram of whey, ISO Pro by Trained by JP, by Trained by JP. So before I have this meal, I would take Ensure, one capsule. Is the best GDA on the market. The reason being this, a lot of the GDA's glucose disposal agent, which is to control your blood sugar. This is a pretty fast meal. Like if you have that, and you know, since I'm not putting any dietary fat in here, like if you, I would just to have that, I'm ready to train in like maybe like 45 minutes. But I typically like to wait a little bit longer. I like to span out my meals a little bit longer between, you know, either my training and just throughout my day, you know, so I don't feel, you know, as hungry. There's berberine in there, there's ALA, there's black pepper extract, there's chromium. Everything is dosed really high as well. Like one capsule would probably cover about 50 grams of carbs. There's more than 50 grams of carbs in there. I don't need to cover it all. My diet in general are pretty low carbs right now, so that will be it. I'll have this in an hour and a half or two. I'll be training shoulders. 7 days out. Let's get it. Oh, forgot to mention, I am also going to be putting some of these cinnamon. I never go shy with it. There we go. And that's it. If I use like an original flavor, like a baby rice that hasn't got flavor in there, I typically like to put a little bit of sweetener in there as well. But yeah, the Trained by JP one's sweet enough, so I don't need to put any of that. And with the cinnamon, it actually brings up the flavor a lot more as well. So there we have it. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'm gonna show you as well what I drink pre-workout and intra-workout, and I'm gonna show you the post-workout meal. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Right, so I am back in the gym. This is the old gym that I was talking about. This is called Fit Culture, and now it's actually the Fit Equip showroom. And today we'll be training some push, shoulder focus. And I don't think there's much I could show you guys. I want to really focus on the training itself. So I'll just, you know, throw in a few clips of what I do. But basically today, nothing to absolute failure. We're not trying to hit PRs. We're just trying to get some volume. No, I take that back. We're not trying to get a ton of volume in. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We're not trying to push any PRs. We're just trying to maintain what we have, and you know, get a good session in, get a good pump, get out here, you know, within an hour or so. We're probably going to do some abs as well after, but that's about it. I'll show you a few clips, but there won't be much talking, much explaining. Just focus on getting the workout done and get home, eat and rest. bring you a pro tip.
Yeah, no, don't, I will. Most of the time I'll plan, but then choice will be able to go off.
Right, so the workout is done. Pretty good session. Not overly intense, but not overly easy. So we're gonna take a look at one of my athletes who's also competing in the same show as me. We can take a look at how she looks and maybe show you some of that as well. So we're back home. Now we're getting in a post-workout meal, which is going to be a 180 gram of 5% lean ground beef. And honestly, I think these ground beef that I have is leaner than 5%. When you cook them, there's like literally no oil. So I'm gonna put a link in the description. If you're in Hong Kong, you can purchase them through the link, and it would get you the cheapest price. The supplier is called Hong Kong Meat Low. I've been using them and a lot of my clients have been using them for years now. So like, the quality is amazing. Everything they do on there, super bodybuilding friendly. So I'm gonna quickly just show you my meal. Right, so, oops, shit. All right, there we go. So this is the meal. It's got some choice on 180 gram of ground beef, 100 grams of white rice, and I'm using this. This is salt-free seasoning. Typically, I would put a bit of normally I would put a bit of the black truffle sauce on them, but unfortunately that is out. So we'll be seasoning with a little bit of that, and that'll do it. So this would be the last carb meal of the day, and I'll come back to you guys with meal 5 and 6. So meal 5 prepped and ready. There we go. Boring, 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 boring. Is what it is. How many? That was 200 gram and 200 gram chicken, 150 zucchini. Boring meal, but it has to be done. Looking forward to the final meal because it's a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fat. It's going to be eggs. So let's go. Alright guys, it is close to 1 a.m. right now. I was just getting some work done, and we're getting ready for that last meal. But so we took a shower, and I did a what do you call those? A salt bath. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that keeps my ankle, like, hopefully my ankle do feel a little bit better after the bath, and I just feel a little bit more relaxed as well. So we're doing everything we can at the moment to sort of like lower the cortisol. And actually, this prep, the sleep has been all right actually. So I do have a couple of things. I do take extra magnesium biglycinate before I get to bed. Let me show you guys which one I take. So I take this magnesium, and also I would stack it with Train by JP Dream Sleep. So all the Train by JP products that you saw today, if you're in Hong Kong and you want to save a little bit on the shipping costs, you know, you guys can purchase it from Fit Culture. Just send them a DM. Our online shop is not open yet, but then we plan to, you know, to have an online shop open in the very near future. So yeah, man, like this is, you know, Dream Sleep helps a lot. On top of that, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I also take ketotifen. All right, for those who don't know what ketotifen is, it's actually an antihistamine. It's a drug, but I'm gonna let you guys know what I take exactly. I take that is because it helps to keep your receptor for clenbuterol a little bit more fresh, and also, honestly, it helps with your sleep. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Like, my brain is pretty empty. So yeah, took my supplements, and on top of that, I started taking this 2 days ago. This is called Super Colon Cleanse. It helps to sort of like detox whatever you have in your stomach. It gives you a very nice poop, not like a diarrhea type of poop, but every morning I wake up, well, for the last 2 days since I've taken it, every morning I wake up with a very, very, very smooth bathroom. So yeah, that's about it. We're gonna cook up our last meal, which is gonna be, I'm gonna show you guys when it's done. All right, finally we're here at the end of the day. It's past 1 o'clock in the morning right now. We have meal number 6, which is 300 grams of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and 30 grams of almond butter. And I have 50 grams of kimchi with this meal, but no additional salt on top of it. So that would bring my total salt intake to about just slightly over 13 grams of salt plus 100 grams of kimchi, which brings us to close to 2 extra grams. So like if you count that in total, it would be about 15 grams of salt per day right now, with 8 liters of water. I have about that little bit left. And here we have it, first day of peak week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to always like and subscribe and share the video if you enjoy it. That will keep me motivated to do a little bit more content for you guys. For now, I'm gonna sign out, and tomorrow we've got a pool day. I'm gonna try and document it in a similar fashion. Probably won't be as detailed as today. It's a pretty long video. I think it comes just over half an hour. I'm not sure how you guys like this type of video, but you know, if you guys like it, leave me a comment, or if there's anything you want to see, just let me know. All right, for now, I'm gonna get this meal in and get a good night's sleep. Hopefully tomorrow drop some weight. All right, catch you guys soon.